from 1920 until 1990, people did business the same. It's good. Look in the yellow, pay to be in the front of the yellow pages, and next thing you know, you're getting phone calls and you're doing business, and they're calling into your office. Things have changed a lot, man. And if you don't stay ahead of it digitally, or you're not going to make it. So the people who are afraid to spend the money to get higher ranked on Google, they're the people who are going to be wondering why they're not getting jobs, why they're not getting phone calls, why their dumpsters aren't running. And they're going to think it's something that they did or something else they're missing out on. But man, you got to spend that. If you want to rank, if you really want to do this as a full-time job or a career and make the money, especially the money you invested into it, you got to spend money on marketing, and you got to do it smart too. You can't just do it the old-fashioned way. I know we've discussed billboards before. We've discussed magazines, local magazines, but and we've done some of the other ones. Facebook, we've had some mixed reviews on. It's good and bad. It seems like everybody on Facebook wants to negotiate, and our prices aren't negotiable. We're already the best and the cheapest that there is. I'm not dropping my price. We don't drop our price for bulk. We do so many a week. No, we're not doing that. This is our price. This is our best price. This is what you're getting it for. But yeah, to me, you have to rank. And then you have to get the reviews. If you don't get the reviews, there's another loyal Pack Mule customer giving us a call. If you don't get the reviews, you're not going to rank, and you're not going to sell dumpsters. So the reviews obviously are important, but anytime I go buy something, one of the first things I do is I look at the bad reviews and how did you resolve those bad review problems. So I know that we've had a couple of negative reviews, to which the first thing I did, instead of reaching out digitally or electronically, I called them. I've called people and said, why would you leave such a bad review? And like our most recent one, the guy left us a 2-star. Well, I started off with a 1-star rating, left us eventually gave us a 2-star rating, but basically said that we offered a dumpster for a price that we've never offered dumpsters for. Then he said we didn't give him his 10% off on Monday, which we showed him a picture of his receipt, and we did give him a 10% off on Monday. And not only did we do all that, he ordered a 14-yard dumpster and we gave him a 20. So he got an upgrade with his dumpster, kept it a day longer than what he had said, than what we had negotiated, and he still gave us a 2-star review. What else can you do to make that better? How am I going to make that person happy? You can't. So you can't be held hostage to negative reviews. Hopefully your customers are smart enough to go out there and look at the review and say, you know what, this guy did get hammered on a 2-star review, and this is the reason why. But I just don't understand how we could have done more as a business to make that person happy, But as a business owner, all you can do is just move on. Just take it, and don't be held hostage to that. You can't. Well, when we first started off, we would basically, we understood from the get-go, well, with a little help from my marketing guy, I understood how important the reviews were. So in order to rank, we had to get more reviews. In order to get better reviews, we had to get people motivated to go in and want to review us. And I think when your customers understand that you're a small business, you're just one guy, 2 guys, now we're up to 5 guys running trucks now in less than 2 years, or just over 2 years. When you start asking people for those reviews, and I mean, when you talk to them, when you drop off the dumpster, you ask for the review. When you call them to follow up, you ask for the review. If there's any issues with your dumpsters, anything that halfway didn't go right, ask them for a review. Tell them you'll do them a favor, and then just ask for that review. But as we discussed earlier, you can't be held hostage to that negative review. You're going to get negative reviews. At Pack Mule, been in business now for 2 years, just over 2 years. We have 650 reviews, and I think 20 or 21 of them are negative reviews. It's gonna happen. I mean, you can't, again, as I say, don't be held hostage. There's just some people, like we cut a curb in a guy's yard, and it wasn't a very good neighborhood. And when we cut the corner on it, this is back when we were using our chassis, or PJs, and we left the crease in the guy's yard. It's a mistake on our part. I mean, it's going to happen. He wanted a whole free dumpster out of it. He was 45 minutes away from us. His dumpster was like $400 and some. He thought that he should get a free dumpster because we left the crease in his yard. It was on the corner of the driveway. Again, we were wrong. We shouldn't have done it. I offered to send a landscaping crew out there. We'd dig it up. We'd throw grass down. He'd never know the difference. He insisted he was going to leave us a negative review if we didn't give him a free dumpster. And I just said, no, I'm not doing it. There's no way. I don't care what the ramifications are. There's no way I'm giving away a $400 and some dumpster, plus our time, plus our fuel, plus our missed opportunities for 2 little creases that it just didn't make any sense. So I offered to resolve the problem. He didn't like it. And then he was going to give us a negative review. And I just said, that's just not the way we do business. We're not going to be held hostage to negative reviews. But you're going to have them. Every business has them. You can't please everybody. And the people who go out there and look and see those negative reviews are just going to have to filter through them. We treat every customer with respect. We do the best we can to make sure that they use us again. That's our goal when we go out and drop off a dumpster. We want to be used again. And we have reaped the benefits of repeat customers. I prepared the guys this year. This will be our 3rd December. Only my 2nd December with actual employees working for me. I told them we're going to be slow. We probably have a lot of downtime for Christmas. You're going to get a chance to go do things, do it now at Christmas time or in January, because come February, March, we're going to start ramping back up. We're going to be real busy. We didn't slow down much in December. I mean, we got a couple dumpsters sitting out because it's between Christmas and New Year's. We didn't slow down much because we have a lot of repeat customers. We have a lot of people who are very happy with our service. Again, our 650 reviews show that, minus the 20 or 21 bad ones. But we'll take that number all day long. I think it's like 3% of our reviews are bad. The rest are 5 stars. So overall, we're a 4.9 rating. I don't know anybody in the industry, and I'm just talking regionally here, but even when I talk to some people who are in this industry nationwide, there's nobody with 650 reviews, unless they're, your big companies, your junk kings, companies like that, who have various locations. We have 2 locations. We have Dayton and we have Columbus. Dayton services Cincinnati and Springfield. Columbus services the surrounding area. But for those 2 locations, we got 650 reviews. That's pretty good. Very important, though, if you want to stay high on the map, which is what people do these days. First thing they do is they punch in dumpsters near me, or dumpsters in Dayton, Ohio, or Dayton, or they may even punch something like Dayton dumpsters, Columbus dumpsters. They're looking at the map. You have to be on the map. If you're not on the map, you ain't gonna make it. I don't know how else to handle that part of it. You have to be on there. And if you have to pay to rank starting off, I would certainly pay to rank starting off so you can get those clicks, you can get those calls. So talking about the reviews, like we said, we have 650 reviews in just 2 years of business. Our average is, I think we're at 4.8, almost 4.9. At the next light, turn right. I haven't looked in a while, but it's somewhere in that number of reviews that we have. And it's not a 5-star. But I don't think you really want a 5-star rating. I would much prefer to have 650 reviews at 4.8. It's going to rank us higher, and we're going to get more clicks than having a perfect 5-star review. And it's like, we've said 100 times, you cannot please every single customer. And if you're striving to do that because you're afraid of review, you are afraid of the wrong things. You need to be looking into other things in business that that can make you money instead of customers that want something for free. So that's about all I really have to say about that on that end. Is don't let them dictate what happens, and just know you just can't please all these people. They're gonna find one little thing. We have the best web page out there. I mean, I know I'm boasting. Our web page is awesome. Everybody that's ever gone to it will tell you it's the easiest, it's easiest to navigate. It's laid out nice. It's not hard to find things. On top, so very critical people tell me how nice it is, and I'll still have one or two people say, "Well, you could have done this, or you could have done that." Well, I couldn't find that on there. Well, it wasn't that hard to find it. Those are the people you want to cater to. You're not going to make money in this